What if your words actually attracted everything that's going on in your life right now? Hey, Jason here. If you've been watching the channel, you've been seeing me go through Joburg, showing you how beautiful of a city this is, how safe it is here, and how manageable of a city it is despite everything media says about this place. And most importantly, you've been seeing me talk about success, what it is, and how to get it in the 3 areas of life that I focus on, which are happiness, health, and wealth. And so, if you're new to the channel, the definition of success by Earl Nightingale is the progressive realization of a worthy idea. And I don't think there's anything more worthy than being happy, being rich, having everything that you want in life. Despite what most people say in this world, I believe everyone have the right to be rich. Everyone have the right to live their dreams, no matter what that is. And one of the things I've noticed since I've been traveling is the whole world communicates the same. It doesn't matter if we speak the same languages, if we're speaking the same English or not. We speak the same language, same way. And what I mean by that is we speak in a vibrational frequency. And this is something that has never been taught in school. Most countries you go to, including the United States, they don't want people to know about this. This is how the so-called rich stay in power. And the truth is, it's not rich people. It's not the people who really have money. It's politicians. It's governments. It's politics, yo. All of this divisive stuff that we have is for a reason. And if you start analyzing the way they speak, no matter, I don't care if you're a two-party system like the US or you're a 10 or 12 party system, everyone talks about the same crap. They give you just hyperboles. Oh, I'm going to do this. We're going to make a change. And they don't do nothing. Nothing ever changes. And the reason being why nothing ever changes is because no one is going to be able to help your life except you. And so one of the best ways that you can actually change your life is change the way you speak. Now, most people, when they hear this, like, oh, you're talking silly. This is mumbo jumbo. I'm a positive person. And I'm telling you, you're not. I am telling you, you are not. There are not that many positive people in this world. There's very few positive people, especially thinking positive on a daily basis. And it's not easy. And the reason being it's not easy is because we have not been taught to think this way. We have not been taught how to flex our brain muscles and grow that muscle towards positivity to start growing a deeper attraction to the things that we want. I'm living proof of this. Other people are living proof of this. I was a very negative person. If you look at my old pictures, when I was well over 300 kilograms, that's 600 plus pounds in America, I was a negative person. I kept telling myself how fat I was. I kept telling myself how sick I was. I kept telling myself how ugly I was. I kept telling myself how miserable I was. And guess what? Those were the only things that was attracting to my life. My health was declining to the point where I was on death's door. And guess what happened when I started changing the way I think? I started changing the outcome of my physical health. Like, this is powerful. I'm not even sitting here telling you you need to eat plants. Like, really listen to me on this. I'm not saying you have to go vegan to become healthy. And also, going vegan just means you're for animal rights. By the way, if you're going to change your eating lifestyle to a no animal lifestyle, you're going plant based. By the way, just to let you know. And so I'm not even telling you that you need to do those things. I'm asking you, can you think positive about yourself? Can you do it for a day? Hell, can you do it for an hour? Can you do it for 10 minutes? I guarantee you, if you're telling me yes, if I actually was sitting in the room with you, clocked you, and monitored every word that you said, not even your thoughts, just the words that physically came out of your mouth, you would be talking negative less than 2 or 3 minutes about any situation that we're talking about. And so you may be like, well, Jason, how do I speak positive? How do I do this? You have to start using words more differently. You have to stop defining yourself as I am broke, I am poor, all of these things. Like, how many people wake up in the morning and they start their day joking about being poor? You may think it's a joke, but the reality of it is because you're sending out a vibrational frequency, you're sending out that thought to the universe, the creator, whatever you want to call it. And it's going to have to send you the like results back. That is part of the law of cause and effect. Whatever, whatever vibration you send out, The universe must send you that equal or greater vibration back. And this is why most of us have so much negativity when it comes towards money. How many of us are watching the news media where they're talking about, oh, the rich people are bad? Or how many of us are watching people who may have used to be a criminal or done nefarious activities and now they're a businessman successful and they're, oh, God saved me, blah, blah, blah. But you're like, oh, he's a crook, he's a criminal. That's negativity. You cannot hate on the wealth and the blessings of others and expect equal or greater wealth or blessings to come to you. And this is one of the keys that most of us are not taught. We're not taught these things in school. And I'm not talking about American education. Not talking about South African education. I'm talking about the world global slavery education system. This is what everybody needs to start realizing. We've been under one world order for a long, long, long time. Yeah, there may be different country names, different religions, and different things. But at the end of the day, this world has been controlled by a small group of people for a very long time. And the truth is, none of us know who those people are. So why are we going to continue to keep using the slave system they forced us into? Why are we going to keep doing these things? Why are we going to keep speaking the way they want us to speak? If you go to a very, very high end school, I'm talking about one of those very big like charter schools. I'm not sure what they call them here in South Africa, but not just a school because it's in Sandton. I'm talking about a school where it is very, very, very prestigious, where most of the children that go there, they end up either in higher level parts of the country. When you go to those schools, the first things that they focus on with the children it isn't ABCs, one, two, threes, coloring in the lines or saying the Pledge of Allegiance. They're talking to them about how to think. What are the words you're saying out of your mouth? How to form words correctly. And then because they've set that foundation of how to think, then they start adding on there, hey, let's do a business plan. Let's do a financial assessment. This is the way those people and those families are staying successful. We don't get that in the regular education system. And if you went to a school system like me, let's just be real here. One human being, I don't care if it's a man or a woman, you are not able to hold and effectively teach 30, 40, 50 plus students at one time. It is impossible. Anybody who tells me like, oh, it's possible, you're crazy and you're lying to yourself. That is an impossible task. When you have that many people who are learning on different levels, meaning some people are auditory learners, some people are visual learners, and some people need to be actual hands-on learning. You can't tell me out of 30, 40, or 50 students in one classroom, you can accommodate all of those things at once. Like they had a thing back in the US when I was younger called No Child Left Behind. Do you know once they started that program, there was more kids who graduated high school that was illiterate, who couldn't read at a third or fourth grade level? Like, we have to start looking at these systems. Like, if we're not going to acknowledge the systems that we live in and that we're brought up in are brought up to keep us in the situation we are, look at your family generation. Like, this physical world and the results that we live in are the first indicator if something we're doing is right or wrong. I can tell you firsthand, when I look around at my physical stuff, like I'm in a nice flat, I have nice stuff. I like to go out and have fun. Like yesterday, I was at Melrose Place, had lunch. I like to do things that I like to do. And you know what? I meet only positive people whenever I'm out and about. There's very few times I run across a negative person because I started learning negative people. Usually, one, they have to work a 9 to 5 or 9 to 6 or 7. And so by the time they get off of work from their hard day of slaving, they're ready to either go to the club on a weekend, get some drinks, unwind, relax. And I started realizing when you start hanging around with people who just do that, there's only a certain level of energy that comes with it. And it's usually negativity. They usually watch the media. They usually watch crime and horror shows. They usually think the world is dangerous because they have dangerous habits. Now, I know hearing that some people are gonna be like, oh, that's not fair. You shouldn't, not everybody does this. Like, we have to quit this trying to make exceptions for the very few people. The general rule is the exception, guys. Like, we have to quit trying to make exceptions or find that one camel that can walk through the eye of the needle. Like, let's stop it. It's the year 2023. If we do not start understanding how to take control of our emotional intelligence, if we don't start learning how to become financially literate, we're never going to reach any part of our life that we want. And guess what? Not only that, your kids are not going to reach it. Your grandkids are not going to reach it. Your great grandkids not going to reach it. What is going to be the catalyst of change? Start thinking differently now. Start using the words I am in the appropriate way. Stop saying I am broke, I am sick, oh, I am a cancer survivor, I am a lupus this, I'm a this. I am a happy, healthy, wealthy. I am happy, healthy, wealthy. I'm a multimillionaire. I'm a billionaire. Like, use positive words to say I am. And that's my own, that's going to be my task for you today. Use 10 positive words describing you using the term I am. Just go look in the mirror and just do it one at a time. I am happy. I am healthy. You come up with the words. And the reason why I'm not giving you a guided prompt on this or a script or certain words to use is because I want you to see how difficult this is to do. Most of us are so unaware of how difficult it is to speak something positive about ourselves because we grew up hearing nothing but negativity since we were a child. Most of us grew up hearing that negativity while we were in the womb of our mothers, hearing the conflict of others outside. Like, here's just a prime example. How many times have you seen a kid do something and then the parents scold them? Are you stupid? Are you crazy? Blah, blah, blah. We have to stop this. We can't keep thinking someone on the outside is going to come save us. There is no savior coming to save you. They're not coming to save me. The only way you're going to start saving yourself is start thinking properly about yourself. So why not think in a positive way? Why not think you deserve happiness? Why not think you deserve to be healthy? Why not think you deserve to be rich? Because I'm here to tell you, you do. And you were born rich. That thing was taken from us because we were put into a slave system that made us believe we were poor, that we were less than, that we was these feeble little worms for God to just step on. When the truth is, we are our own God. We are our own savior. And it takes using the God power that was put within us, which is called thinking. So start using your thoughts today. Start using your words today and start talking positivity into your life. If you're tired of just surviving, stop saying I am surviving and say I am thriving. If you're tired of being overweight, stop making a joke about yourself being overweight and start saying, you know what? I am serious about my health. I am a healthy person. I am healthier today. I'm going to be healthier tomorrow. And if you're someone who's like, oh, I'm broke, and you're tired of being broke, stop talking about your brokenness and start seeing the wealth that's all around you. What are the things that you have that you're spending money on that is actually, excuse me, this is the biggest problem right here. And I was about to end it, but this is the biggest problem when it comes to money. So many of us are unaware of what we're spending money on, and we're using this comparison. So like if someone's with me, they may see my spending habits and be like, oh, that must be nice. Oh, I'm poor. I wish I could do this. Don't wish you could do what I do. Because I guarantee you 99% of the things that I spend and invest my money on, you're not going to be interested in. So stop playing comparison and start looking at your own life. So I can tell you right now, from my travels, not only here in Colombia, not only in Panama, not only in South Africa, also, and not only in South Korea, I have seen more people with disposable income than the average American family. And I'm telling you right now, most of that money go to things that people are unaware of. Either they're wearing it, they're drinking it on the weekends, or they're driving it. Like, that is the truth. So stop playing comparison, especially when it comes to money, and start analyzing your habits. Where can you trim some of the fat that you have in your budget? Where can you start practicing more discipline? I do it today. Like, people think like, oh, I just go out, live my life, do what I want. I still budget and discipline myself. Before I can become that multimillionaire Jason, there's things I need to clean up. There's things that I need to trim fat back on certain parts of my budget. Like, stop playing comparison and start analyzing yourself. Become aware of who you are and stop worrying about the next person. And so I'm gonna end it right there before I go into a long tangent. But look, just remember this, man. Everything that you want in this world, you have the right to own it. But you must believe that you deserve it. And if you don't believe you deserve it, you can't sit here and complain and bitch and talk about other people for what they have because they know they deserve it. You need to start working on your mindset and start working on your value and start setting the standards for your life. And you will start attracting those things to you, and I guarantee that. And so make sure you hit the like button if you like this type of content. Have a great Saturday, man. Like, it's really beautiful in Joburg. I'm just going to do some more spring cleaning and clean up today and just straighten up and start creating more of a vacuum for me. And make sure you subscribe to the channel so that way you know up to date whenever I'm dropping a new video. I do drop videos daily. And then most importantly, share this with others. You never know who might be next to you that want to hear this information. So just share it to them. You never know. And then just remember this, guys. Have a great weekend. And I'm Jason, and success is simple once you know how.